one of the best smelling parking lots in the NFL. The tailgating's over now in Kansas City. It's football time at Arrowhead Stadium here in KC. Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. First and 10. Throwing right away is Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
Second and 7. Williams, the tight end, is in motion. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. That's going to be pretty close. Looks like he's got it, and he does. First down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
2nd and 2. You're thinking, I got 2 downs to get 2 yards. How hard can that be? Well, against this defense, it turns out to be a big challenge. They take you back for a loss at 2, and now you find yourself on 3rd down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 9. A give here to Pacheco. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This is caught down that right sideline. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
This is a play we've seen this offense have success with in the past, but here you have to wonder if they maybe tipped their hand a bit because that one went nowhere.
Hey, 43, 15. 3rd and long for Mahomes. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
So instead of going for the first down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Chiefs will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. It's a good pickup on 2nd down, but there is a flag down, and this one might not stand up. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On the jet sweep, the give to St. Brown. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play. So just a lone field goal in the 1st quarter of play. It's the Chiefs on top. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. Now this time they'll look to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
This is caught. He got the connection to Collins. That's his 1st reception of the ballgame, and it really comes had a good time as they get the conversion on third down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is. I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short, but there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Quick throw, taken in, and a good job there of hemming him in. They get it to the 8-yard line. Second and goal. They'll look to throw. To the end zone. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. 13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
Here's 2nd and 6. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to get there. He got the first down, not by a whole lot, but that'll keep this drive rolling.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. Now a give to Pacheco, running right. And let's give him about 4 on that one. The linebacker, Jerome Baker, there to make the play. Two minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll return to Arrowhead after this. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Try to pick this one up on the ground. A pickup of 14 on that one. First down, KC.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
12 more yards from him there, and another first down.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Yellow. Hey, 15.
Mahomes back. Throwing left side. Then it's taken in by Williams. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? To throw is Mahomes. That is caught And he's in. Keon Coleman. Touchdown, Kansas City. It's his second touchdown of the year.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. Well, let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here, going into halftime, changes this entire game.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee